What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Stoneshard. It's the second part of our tutorial campaign. So guys, I got off the game, I reloaded, and it put me in a kind of a different layout with some different results. So I didn't realize it wasn't quite scripted, right? So we've got some different stuff. Actually, not all bad, but we're currently engaged in some fights. I realized right as I started, I was like, holy crap, like, things are different. I picked up a rare sword that I need to identify, but before we can do that, we got to get rid of this dude, and we're going to do that right now. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. I wanted to read his bio. Let's back up, actually. Yep, get a little bit of recovery going. The farther we back up, we're just buying more turns so that we can use our fire more. Alright, he did a little attack. And we got second wind. Great buff. But then we were in pain. So what did they drop? An enchantment scroll? Let's go pick that up. And another enemy coming in. What is this guy? Let's inspect. An immolated proselyte. Unspeakable suffering has left this insane cultist with a single desire to die for a higher purpose. Each time the caster takes damage, the same amount of health is replenished for their allies. Okay. An immolation. All adjacent vampires. Okay. So you don't want to fight them in groups, that's for sure. That was huge damage. And we wrecked him. So, before we do anything else, let's use our identification scroll, or one of them, on this rare sword. A venomous crude falchion. The best thing to compare it to, so I got rid of our homemade sword, which was even worse than this Watchman sword. Let's compare the stats. So it has better slashing damage, worse armor damage, but better body part damage, whatever that means. Has a bleed chance of plus 4%, lower block chance by 3, has a crit chance of plus 2%, has a crit efficiency of 30%. And lower skill energy cost. It does poison damage and frost damage. Common folks are forbidden from owning swords. The response to this law are falchions. Oh, that makes sense. And let's toss the axe. So we're dual-wielding swords now, and I actually picked this lock successfully, which is pretty cool. So I realized at the end of the last episode, we can drop this. We can drop the first diary page. We don't need that either. We picked up a peasant flail. I realized in my first run of this tutorial that you can use a flail. They have... Let's see, does it say here anywhere? Not really. They do crushing damage, which is great for when you run out of lockpicks and you need to break down a door or a chest. You can use the flails. They do a ton of damage versus solid objects like that. I could probably get rid of my bow as well. I'll hold on to the arrows, because I think there's a point where we get a better bow if we want to make use of that. And let's just kind of feng shui this stuff a little bit. We've got some scrolls that we don't necessarily, or rather some diary pages that I wanted to read. But before we get into that, let's also go ahead and read the bio of our character, Varen. This matters only because it's going to give us some flavor and some context for where we are in the world and what kind of world we're actually playing in. And also we can take a look at our experience. So we're at 675 out of 1,000 needed to level. So Varen is one of the most famous artifact and relic hunters in Aldor. Over the years, he earned himself a reputation of a reliable contractor who had never failed in his task. Despite his age, Varen retained exceptional strength and vigor, but the thoughts of retirement visit him more and more often. Before making his final decision, he decided to take the most lucrative contract, setting him on the chase after mysterious Stoneshards, the namesake of the game, under the orders of Gwynel the Alchemist. And we are human. So there's multiple races you can choose from whenever you choose to start your own game. So despite sharing a common culture, humans of Aldor are now more divided than ever. A multitude of political conflicts between the kingdom's estates has plunged the country into a prolonged civil war, barely contained by a shaky truce. Different races don't offer any advantages or disadvantages, instead providing unique origins. I like that a lot. So there's no deterrent to playing the race that you love to play in a game. Sometimes people try and min-max a little too much and they end up not enjoying the game because, you know, they want to be a dwarf but they don't want to be short, right? Or whatever. So, you know, they kind of put a stop to that. So let's walk here. We get a little bit of recovery as we move. So no reason to go into rest mode, I suppose. and potentially end up... Let's actually do a check here to make sure we don't step on a trap. Okay, more rats coming. Yeah, we don't want to put ourselves in a more hungry, more thirsty situation. Nice. Okay. Let's go into our inventory and drink. Very good. Get rid of that thirst. Yeah, just making sure I didn't leave behind anything. This guy here is a flagellant. Pain is the best proof of devotion. Flagellants incessantly torment themselves, hoping to garner favor from their god. So, vampiric blood replenishes HP and energy. Strikes himself and does some damage, but gives himself increased damage and crit. And the more damage he's taking, the more dangerous he is. Okay. Alright, we'll draw him in. And away from any other potential enemies. Oh no, we critted the door. Damn, that sucks. Okay, we're going to keep backing up because we are healing. And we want to get that cooldown back. Okay, so I just learned something about angles, I guess, in this game. Okay, I do not want to pick stuff up. I want to move. This is something that's a little frustrating and I find can be kind of hard to do. We'll wait a turn. Was hoping to set him on fire. Okay, so I think he hurt himself for those buffs. And he's super dangerous right now, but he whiffed. So that's awesome. Don't we already have a flail? Didn't I say that already? Yes. So we'll just toss that. We don't need it. And we'll keep rolling. We currently have a good portion of our max HP, so I'm happy with that. Oh, no. And another guy. Just back up. Keep him at a distance. Until we absolutely have to fight him. He hurt himself, which ultimately led to us being able to kill him. I wish I knew a better way to do this. So what does this do? It's a medicine. Reduces intoxication, but lowers our morale. Okay. You can probably just go ahead and use that at some point. Oh man, more of them. So yeah, it's like a never-ending parade down here. And I'm happy because even as we're doing this, it's okay. We're regening both HP and energy. And we can kind of keep it up forever, and I think it's just a smart way to do it, honestly. Right now, though, we just do a ton of damage. And let's get that super fat level up. Love it. And I'm going to go for more strength. And it's also, we could get vitality. Or willpower. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. I'm going to go for vitality. I think our weapons, our actual weapons, do more damage than our range stuff. As good of the utility is from having a ranged attack, it's not like how we're winning these fights. Oh, nice. Okay, and we're now hungry. So let's also go into... I don't want to see where we're at here. Let's apply a healing salve. We've got a ton of those. And we can apply leeches here. Looks good. We've got another skill that we can use. We've got 2 swords. We can increase their durability and give them each plus 10% weapon damage, so that's plus 20% weapon damage overall, and a passive bonus. Cooldown durations, we don't have any abilities, so that's not very useful. But fumble chance, or we could pick up cleaving strike, which requires a one-handed sword, of which we're using 2. Which hits 3 adjacent tiles, deals plus 22% damage with a plus 35% bleed chance. Provides plus 10% counter chance for 4 turns for each enemy hit. Yeah, that's too good. We're going to take that. So now we have the ability to cleave. So we can fight more than one enemy if we absolutely had to. I think that's pretty solid. And we'll also eventually get the ability to either back up and do a retreating attack or to charge forward. Either way, that's pretty cool. Blade maintenance is probably great to get early too, because I'm a little bit concerned about our... Let's eat this garlic, perhaps. This also helps with thirst. Let's eat the garlic. Things are going very well. Nice. Let's use our perception check. Ooh, here comes the bats. Alright, he's on fire. He's probably just dead. Yeah. And 2 shields. Wow. So, I think you can kind of tell which one's better, not just sheerly by the stats, but also how much they cost. They're probably also just better for different stuff. Damn, let's toss that shield. We know we don't want that. I'm going to hold on to that for now. We'll read these 2 in just a second. I just didn't want to bombard you guys with lore that perhaps you didn't exactly want. Let's pick up this shield. I'm not 100% sold on the dual wielding, and we'll compare stats on these 2 shields. But what a good pickup, I think. Let's see. So, the kite shield is what's equipped. It's worth almost 600 gold, which just straight up tells me it's probably considered rare, more valuable. Knockback resistance, you get an extra 5% on that. A higher block chance, higher block power, but less dodge. We take a hit to our energy and energy restoration, and to our stealth, and we increase our noise produced, but it's got even more durability. It's very tempting. I like having the block. Ooh, more salves. That's great. And I also have to say, I really like dual wielding, though. I feel like it allows us to chew up the enemy so fast that they can't really get us. Which seems to have been very useful. I'm going to toss this shield. Not necessary. But probably still a great pickup. And we got to be careful how many tiles we walk at once. In dangerous situations, we should probably only move 1 tile at a time. I should definitely be doing perception checks. Okay, that's locked. Let's go ahead and try and pick it. Nice. Yeah, I had a feeling she might do that. Whatever. This is worse than what we're wearing. Oh, wow. She gets to move every time we do something like that? No, we're going to back up. We fumbled, and yeah, she wasn't set on fire, sadly. Move diagonally. We're currently hungry. Okay. So we can go ahead and now eat the pear, which probably got rid of a little bit of thirst for us too, right? And we did some frost and poison damage, which is nice. Alright, let's see about the spiked club. 1 piercing damage and 18 crush damage. I was thinking about maybe replacing the Watchman's Sword, but I think the Watchman's Sword is just way better. Yeah, not very good loot, sadly. Come up here 1 at a time. This looks like this might be the way to go. So I just wanted to say, I don't know if we'll make it to the final boss in today's episode. But I did kind of want to inspect everything. It's actually a pretty detailed and deep dungeon. We'll do some more of that. Nothing on that shelf, nothing on that shelf. Okay, well give me something in the crates, guys. Some food or something. Nothing. Okay. We can use our middle mouse button. I know there's something down there. I haven't forgotten, guys. I'm generally pretty good at remembering to explore everything. That's kind of my jam. Nice. Okay. Big feeling that in here there is a trap of some variety. A spirit there, so something else for reducing of pain. Basically more alcohol. And it may even be a crafting ingredient. a rag. Is that the first rag we've gotten? Go into our inventory. Hard for me to remember. It's good at reducing bleeding. You know what, I'm going to toss the arrows. I think we get more of those anyway. And let's go ahead and read the diary page too while we're here. So we can free up 2 spaces in our inventory. So today the entire neighborhood gathered around our monastery. This is on the 14th. The healer had brought the disease back to Manshire. Blood was leaking from their eyes. They were hopelessly sick. I prohibited anyone to go outside. Then they tried to break in. A few brothers lost their lives, but we managed to push them back from the gates. When the crazed crowd tried to burn us alive along with the building, I had to break the quarantine and bring even the healthy brothers into the catacombs. Truly out of the frying pan into the fire. Yeah. DEFCON 5 down here. And obviously a blood-soaked note. No good. Blood gets into my eyes and drips down on the parchment. We are doomed in these sinister depths. Even time itself flows differently. I've lost the count of days. When was the last time I left my cell? A couple of hours ago? A day? A week? I may be the only one who is still alive. Every night I'm haunted by visions. As the candlelight fades, shadowy figures step out from the darkness. Their wheedling whispers drive me crazy. The host is silent. The host is deaf to our prayers. The host betrays us. Where do I seek strength to fight back to temptation? To break the oath? A cure. All I ask for is to be cured. Okay. We can toss that too now. And we found the way forward, which is awesome. So we now know where to go. So we're going to explore in the opposite direction, as every good RPG player should. Nice. Okay. Shoot the one in the front, even though he doesn't see us yet, because if we had set the ground on fire, that would have been pretty useful. Just back up. I wonder if we had aimed for the one in the back, if we had killed the one in the front, and then would have proceeded to hit him with the rest of the attacks. That's probably worth knowing if that functions that way. Okay, so no shelves to check. Okay. There's a trap right there. Let's use it again. Maybe there's another trap. We don't need to go anywhere near it. There's no reason to. Just stay away. Okay, and this guy heard us, what, breaking boxes, maybe? Nice, we hit him from way down here. Come up. Alright, let's get him with another series of fireballs, and we get heroism. The battle shall judge us. Extra counter chance, weapon damage, magic power, and reduce our damage taken. That's pretty sweet. We'll break that, let him come in, and then one-shot him. Get smashed, nerd. Basically, we're just getting more experience now. Hoping to get some decent gear. We'll wait. Wait for the fire to go down. Use a perception check in the hallway. I don't know if the game will place traps like that. That'd be pretty dirty. Nice. And we get a helmet, a hood, rather. Increases our stealth. Doesn't look like it has any effect on anything else, though. And another identification scroll, I'll take that. A woolen hood with a tip folded in a playful manner. These were once popular among the townsmen. Okay. I prefer something that a little bit heavier, perhaps. You gotta take what you can get. Ooh. Alright. Little fire for you. We'll back up. We'll start moving at diagonals. Alright, he's on fire, so we'll just back up and let him burn. Say, suck it. And now the rat's on fire, we'll let the rat burn. Okay. And we can just chill for a second. We'll just pass the turn. So the fire goes out. Cool. Oh. Step in. Use a perception check. Make sure we don't get screwed. Nice. And we pick up a peasant bow and another... and a potion. An unidentified potion, which we could use a scroll on. I'm also tempted to enchant this sword or this shield. I'll have to think about it. How many of these identification scrolls do we have? 3. And these look like better boots, perhaps. They have lower durability. They're more expensive, though. Yeah, they don't really look like they're that much better. I don't like that their durability is so much lower. We'll leave them here. I don't want to waste my, Actually, I have 2 enchantment scrolls. I can enchant both. If I enchant something that's already enchanted, it gets overridden. But I might just find another enchanted weapon, and then I'll be able to enchant whatever items I have at the time. So I'm going to be a little bit conservative with that. Oh, God. Alright, we know we can one-shot the bats. So let's do that. We haven't used our cleave yet. We will, though. It takes 17 energy. Oh, I accidentally targeted the spot behind him. Okay. Alright, let's go for the cleave. One-shotted. Beautiful. Anything in here? Nope. Super dead end. Okay. So there was a place down here that I want to go. It might not be worth it. Because, yeah, as you can see, we now face hunger. And I don't even think we have a means to satiate it. And traveling all this distance really plays into it. Yeah, for arrows? Damn, that wasn't worth. Okay. And the next floor, we have to find food. Obviously, I have no control over that. Maybe we should just should have gone down.
The tremors are coming from upstairs. I bet everyone was taken there. I have to find my way up, whatever it takes.
Okay, so there's obviously going to be a dead buddy of ours down here. A corpse and a footman's mace. A fire. Not sure what that does. Does that like affect our morale maybe? It doesn't give us like any type of effect right here. Okay, some bread. Let's eat that. We're thirsty because bread also makes you thirsty. There's a waterfall here, which I think we can drink from. Here's the warbow. Here is a cone helmet, which is just got to be way better than what we're currently wearing. Certainly is. We'll toss that. I think we can merge these. Yes, nice. Okay, good use of game knowledge there. Spirits. I kind of want to hold on to that. Helps with pain, but really wrecks us. You know what? It's an ingredient for an alchemist, so we'll toss that. We're not going to be doing any alchemy in here, that's for sure. We don't need... Oh, the gambeson is way better than our doublet. Okay, we'll pick that up as well. Toss that. We get an antitoxin. Wrecks our hunger and thirst, but reduces our intoxication. So if we find ourselves needing to get rid of pain, we can get rid of the pain. Man, there's a lot of like back and forth going on here, and we'll pick that up. There are arrows and a war bow, which we could consider making use of, but our range is really coming from our fire barrage. Yeah, we're going to swap that out. And you know what else we're going to do? We're going to enchant it. An armor-piercing footman mace, giving us armor penetration and spell energy cost minus 4%. That's kind of cool. Very cool. And it still allows us to use Cleaving Strike. I was worried that, you know, we just have to have a one-handed sword in this hand. But maybe Cleaving Strike... Oh, man, we got to test this out. If Cleaving Strike does less damage, because it only takes into account one sword, if it does double damage because we're dual-wielding swords, that's a whole different thing. We can test that. And we don't need the Peasant Flail anymore, because this is a crushing weapon. I only kept this in case I need to break down doors, which I no longer need to do. And we're thirsty, and we can come up here, fill our water skin, and move forward. Okay. And down into the next layer of the dungeon, which is pretty damn scary. Ugh. Okay. Alright, we set him on fire. That's great. See about killing this guy. We don't need to use this, so I guess we won't. Alright, now we'll use it. And we'll be fighting a big meat golem. Let's inspect this guy. He's currently bleeding, but he's got vampiric blood. So he summoned a blood golem. And I know a little bit about these guys. They explode when they die. He's a hierarch, sanguine mage, whose main purpose is to provide guidance for the rest of the cult. Vampiric rune. If we step on a rune, we'll take damage. You can mark us to increase the damage we take. Pretty strong enemy. Would very much like to kill him now. Okay, he goes down. Okay, now we need to get out of his range before he explodes. Whew! And he drops a traveling staff. Use a perception check. We don't need that battle cleaver. Do another perception check. We're in pain. We should definitely do something about that. Let's drink here. We're a little bit drunk. It's alright. It'll wear off. Probably before it becomes a big deal. Yep. Ended up walking in the wrong direction. Pretty obnoxious because it keeps happening. Come on. Come on. Okay, lots of enemies here though. Yeah. Let's back up. Oh no. Okay. Put some fire on that guy. Back up. Back up. Pull them out one at a time. And make the most out of our energy. Yeah, one gone. Way less dangerous now. We wanted to keep him right on the edge of our zone of control. Very good. Let's make him come to us. Oh, of course he has a ranged ability. Nice. So us having the strength to take on this many guys. Pretty impressive. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and smash him. Yes, that was big damage. He doesn't quite see us yet. And we are running a tad low on energy. We'll just wait. Let him burn. He's got to come into melee on us. Horrific Sponge. I have no idea what that does. Let's check it out together. It's a medicine. Okay. It lowers our pain, but puts you to sleep. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, a bat? Damn you, bat. Get out of here. Anything else? Yeah. Wow. We must be pretty damn noisy. I'll go this way. We'll look at using some of our healing salves soon, because we're missing some of our max HP. Was hoping to catch him on fire there. Oh, we just don't have enough energy. Plain and simple. Okay, he went down. Yeah, let's go into our inventory and use some of our healing salves. Our torso, for instance. And sure, we'll use one here. Anywhere we have 2 or more %, we'll get that back up. And that'll increase our threshold for pain tolerance. Oh, another enemy. Okay. We'll just rush headlong into him. Yeah. Easy mode. And I think we're going to be good for today in just a minute. We've actually accomplished a lot. Happy he's on fire. It's another flagellant. He's just got a little bit of a different look to him. I'm here. That way we can get that first strike. Almost got him. Alright. We're going to check all of the crates. I'm a little worried about our lack of food right now. Nope. Let's pick it. Perfect. And we got a warbow, which we do not need. Ugh. Okay. You know what? Let's play for another minute or two. I've got the time. Just checking my alarm real quick. And we found the way forward, which is great. Because I'm pretty sure that puts us in conflict with the final boss. And if we run in... Oh my god, I was about to say, if we run into a room we can't handle... There's 4 enemies in here, that's insane. Alright, let's round the corner. That honestly didn't do... Yeah, I think what we need... Yeah, we leveled up. That's the big thing. I honestly think what we need... Let's go Vitality Strength again. Is to be dual-wielding swords in order for this to be stronger than our other attack. Of course, it's meant to do AoE damage. So, it's just straight up great whenever there's more than one enemy near us. Okay, lots of guys coming. Bam. Okay, no ability uses for us. Let's kill the bat and hope to set the ground on fire. Yes. Very cool. According to plan. Nice. And we got a counterattack there. Let's also come in here and learn a skill. So blade maintenance was amazing whenever we were using 2 swords. But now that we're using a mace, I'm not so sure. Let's check to see what the strength of the maces are. It's another active. Burns their energy and has a chance to do knockback. If the first strike successfully knocks the enemy back, the attacker advances and delivers an extra attack with 70% damage. Okay. You know what? Let's stick with the swords. We can't do anything with basic skills. We could go pyromancy. Surround ourselves with fire. Give ourselves another AoE attack, like cleave. Interesting. I'm gonna go with the swords, I think. We're either gonna get the keeping the distance, which lets us back up and get like a free attack. I like this a lot. Or we get the charge. I think currently keeping our distance fits our playstyle better. But I don't know if we even have a chance to level up again. If we do, we want to consider the fact that it would be nice maybe to get one of these passives or something. Like this restores our max energy. That's amazing. Yeah, we'll go for this. I just know how useful this is. Oh, we're currently hungry. We don't have any food. So bad. And our passive to, like, identify stuff hasn't triggered yet. Okay, we can light them on fire now. Huge damage. And peace out. Alright, now we can go in that... Oh, we can't. There's a boy here. Nice counter. I have no idea what we just picked up. But look at all the enemies, though. What did we pick up? Whatever it was, we probably didn't want it. Shiv. Yeah, we'll toss that. This looks like a storeroom or something. Like, there's got to be some food in here, right? Another rag for bleeding. Okay. We've probably cleared out some of these back rooms, too. Just from sheer aggro. A carrot, yes. Bless you, carrot. So, I know the boss is coming up very soon. Nice, a tomato, too. So, I wanted to make sure that I have, like, the best possible things available to me. So, man, another identification scroll. What's better? This is more expensive, certainly. And it's in better shape. I think it's kind of just a no-brainer. We'll toss that. Another unidentified potion. Go into our health. Apply a healing salve there. Frees up a tiny bit of space. Let's use an identification scroll on one of these potions. Allows you to drain energy with your physical attacks. That's kind of cool. Another enchantment scroll. We could enchant like a ring maybe, or if we think we're not going to get something better than these, we should probably do that. Makes you fragile. Yeah, it's trash. The game was just begging us to use that without checking first. I've got 3 enchantment scrolls. I'm going to use one on this Magistrate Gambison. Gives us health restoration and psionic resistance. And I'm going to use one on this helmet as well. Okay. Those are all good finds. Getting that extra food was pretty clutch too. Alright, let's use the middle mouse button to see what's going on down here. I have no doubt there are some really gnarly fights headed our way. Are we even close to leveling? No, not even. I don't think it's even possible to level more. The bog bean. Okay. It's a, so like an herb, right, or an ingredient. It has an over time effect on our pain, intoxication. Cool, all good stuff. So we could use that maybe before the boss battle. Wow, some unidentified boots. Let's use this. Vigilant Sergeant Greaves. I mean, they have 4 protection, so we're going to put them on. Lower our shock resistance. That probably isn't a problem. Skills energy cost plus 5%. That sucks, and it lowers our energy as well. I don't like that. Has damage reflection, though. Another identification scroll, sure. We can use one of those on this potion. Remove some active effects. Okay. I guess we'll keep checking this place, I mean, in the hopes of upgrades, but we could go straight now to the boss. Didn't need that. Are any of our items damaged? Like, I would love to find, like, another ring. I'm expecting some big fights behind some of these doors, though. So check this out. We're going to use keeping our distance. We're going to back up. He's going to come to us, and we get a free attack. Like, how strong is that? And an unidentified mace. Wrong button. We can identify it if we want. I don't know if anything's going to be better than what we currently have. I know we definitely don't need to hold that. I'll hold it in my inventory and see if we get it identified. Don't need a shirt. Unidentified sword's got to be better than our regular sword. Such a pitiful non-upgrade. Okay, enemies are coming. Let's move back. I'm happy we landed that. That's out of my range, so we'll shoot here. Let's try and crush him before the bat shows up. Oh, I stayed within his range. That was kind of dumb. Get rid of the bat. No reason to take extra damage from behind. Alright, we've got an enemy on our tail. Oh, we're hungry and thirsty? That's no good. Inventory, let's eat that. Tomato's nice and juicy. It gets rid of all that for us. Oh, huge crit. Another big sword. Dueling Crude Falchion. It's broken. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Guess we'll stick with what we have for now. This one lockpick's going pretty damn far. We'll toss the short sword. Pick that up. I'm curious if you guys can hear Tiny right now. He's sitting on my feet. Let's apply a healing salve there. Keep our HP nice and high. No reason to pick up crowns at all, I don't believe. Okay, thirst is becoming a problem. Let's just go ahead and drink. Also do a perception check. Undefined headgear. Probably not better than what we have. We could enchant our belt or something. I'm hoping to pick up something else. Or our ring, maybe. Give ourselves a magic ring. Free up some space. Damage reflection. And psionic resistance. Cool. So we're stacking a little bit of damage reflection. Nice little added perk. Some dark ale. See what our thirst is looking like right now. 1%, that's basically nothing. This is for morale. We'll pick it up. A pretzel. Happy to see some food. Yeah, hell yeah. And brandy, so some alcohol too. Those are solid pickups. But guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. My name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. This game is actually pretty stressful. Never know what's around the corner. But when we pick up next time, I'm not going to turn my game off this time. I'm going to leave it here. We don't have the ability to save. So I'm just going to go. I got to go to school. I got to go do my math class now on campus. And I got to make sure Tiny's good to go. He's not going to pee in the house before, or while I'm gone, rather. Ugh. Kind of a stressful day for me. Kids get out of school early. I got class. I woke up early this morning and took a test for like a half hour. It never ends. But this game is fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this. We've got a little bit of exploration to do before we get to the final boss. Hopefully we don't die before then. That would really suck because I think we're on a roll. And yeah, that's it, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.